Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for a late night video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching once again. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and my other 4 channels, which are down in my pants. Otherwise, on the description box below. And as always, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's your fucking bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss another video. Because if you do, you're SOL. And you know what that means. And that's all I gotta say about that. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, and don't forget to smash that bell. And if this is your first time watching, welcome to the party, pal! I hope you enjoy the ride. And if you want more, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, so you don't miss anything. And if you do, you're SOL, like I said. And that's pretty much it. Alright, on this late Saturday night, June the 3rd, 2023, or if you're watching tomorrow or on the replay, June the 4th. It is now June the 4th, 2023, as is after midnight here in the Northeast. So, happy early Sunday to you. And that's pretty much it, right here on the Killer Demons channel. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator. If you're watching this for the first time, you don't know who the fuck I am. My name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about wrestling, sports, music, movies, whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And I've been doing it for a very long time. And I'm pretty successful at it. Whether you like it, other people like it or not. 13 long, hard years, my friends. And counting. August would be my 14th anniversary here on YouTube. But we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm going to be 47 in December, so we'll see how it goes. I might not be on this website for long, but I mean, I'm going to take intermittent breaks here and there. But as far as I'm going to be leaving YouTube for good, not anytime soon. Whether people who don't like me like it or not. But it is what it is. If you don't like me, too fucking bad. Because I'm not going anywhere, whether you like it or not. So, it is what it is. Whatever you say or do ain't gonna stop me. It ain't going to stop me. So, bye-bye, so long, farewell, go fuck yourself. And that's pretty much it. Focus on your life. Then focus on your life. Don't worry what I do in my spare time. Okay? Thank you very much. Now, suck a dick. And that's it. We move on. Alright, so on this late Saturday night, I would be doing this live, but I'm taking a weekend off. So I will be back on Monday with your Raw review, so stay tuned for that. But we'll be back live Monday, regardless of what has happened on Monday. Regardless, we're still going to be doing live shows, and whatever happens, happens. We're not going to let anything bother us. I'm going to keep going, and we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop, whether those people like it or not. Because they don't matter to us. Because they're insignificant figments of our imagination. And they have no lives. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright, enough about that bullshit. It is time for your late and out-of-date Smackdown review. For June the 3rd, 2023, from the Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, Mitchell Cole and Bad News Wade Barrett at ringside for commentary. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so this was Roman's 1,000-day celebration. We get to that at the end of the show. But we start the show with a kind of a great video package of Roman when he first won the belt in August of 2020, all the way up to now. So we get a timeline. We do see CM Punk in it. You know how the great CM Punk fans go, "Oh, CM Punk coming back! Oh, he's on WWE! I told you he was coming back!" Marks think that. And we all know the biggest mark of them all. But I digress on that. But in any case, we see that narrated by Paul Heyman. That was pretty damn good. And then Austin Theory comes out. But before he even talks, we see Roman retaining at WrestleMania 37. No, 37. And we already saw that in the beginning video package. Anyway, so after that, Theory talks about the celebration of Roman getting to 1,000, and of this video, 1,008 days, because it was 1,007 today, 1,008 tomorrow, and counting. He says, that's impressive, but what would be even more impressive is if Roman and me combined our reigns, and it would be 1,209 days, because Theory has held the belt for 203 days as of last night. And it says, I'll probably have my own 4,000 day reign or so, especially if I get people like Sheamus, challenging me for the belt. But for now, I'm going to introduce my partners for tonight, and that is these guys, the Yes Boys, who feel pretty damn good about teaming with Theory. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that first part of the segment 3.3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch. Taking on Elton Prince, Kit Wilson of Pretty Deadly, and Austin Theory, the United States Champion, in 6-man tag team action. It's fight night, so you know what that means. Butch going crazy. But most of the match, Sheamus was in trouble. But against the hot tag of Ridge Holland, they hit the triple clubbing blows of doom to the Yes Boys in Theory. They gain control, but Kit Wilson and Elton Prince do a switcheroo, and then they hit spilled milk on Ridge Holland. They tag in Theory, who just comes in and gets the pin. 1, 2, 3, 17 and a half minutes later. There you go. So, once again, the Yes Boys do some little bit of trickery, and really, they did it last week to the Brawling Brutes. They do it again this week. So, we'll see what happens with them as we roll on. And that's pretty much it. So, I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on. Alright, then we're going to look back at how Jimmy Uso turned on Roman at Night of Champions. So-called leaving the bloodline. In Jay, we don't know what's happening yet. Hopefully we'll find out soon. Then we go to the locker room where the wise man Paul Heyman tells Solo Miyuki, Solo Sikoa, that he's going to make sure that the Usos are not here to ruin Roman's celebration. So we get that. And then we're going to look at Seth Rollins beating AJ Styles to win the World Heavyweight title at Night of Champions. And then we go to the back where AJ, whose birthday was yesterday, happy birthday AJ, he tells Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers, to take out Shit Row coming up. So we get that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see a video of Roman beating Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2022. We all remember that one with the tractor, picking up the ring and all that shit. We all get all that. Alright, then we go to Shit Row, Top Dollar, and Ashanti the Adonis with B-Fab at ringside, taking on the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, with AJ and Mia Yim at ringside. This match wasn't anything great. B-Fab and actually AJ and Mia Yim argue with B-Fab during the match, but it really didn't matter. The Good Brothers hit the Magic Killer on Ashanti Adonis. 1, 2, 3. The OC, excuse me for the love of God, they get the win in just under 3 minutes. Did I say under 3 minutes? I did. So they get the win. Match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Top Dollar thinks he's a big man. Thinks he's all mighty and everything. Goes after the Good Brothers, and then AJ springboards in with a phenomenal forearm, taking out Top Dollar, and then in between, Michael Cole's like, I spit some bars. I won a few rap battles before. I'm like, shut up. Michael Cole was like I don't know what he was on last night, but he was on something. But it is what it is. So we get that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to Adam Pearce in his office. The wise man Paul Heyman comes in. Pearce tells Paul that the Usos' travel plans have been canceled. I've upped security. I double security. So nobody's going to ruin Roman's celebration, per you. And then Heyman gets on his phone, call Roman Reigns, and then he leaves. Simple to the point. So we'll see what happens in the final segment. But I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. We move on. Then we find out that on Monday Night Raw this Monday, we got Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight title against Damian Priest. So we got that. So it should be some good shit on Raw this Monday night. And that's it. Alright, after that, we go to a great segment with Oh, he did it, Grayson Waller. He comes out for the Grayson Waller effect, and he brings out my first wife, the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka, except my dick. But you knew that. As his guest, we look at how Asuka beat Bianca at Night of Champions to win the Raw Women's Championship, her 4th Women's Championship in her illustrious career. So we see that. And then Asuka, they come back to Asuka. Asuka's dancey, I'm Asuka. Yay! Champion! She starts talking in Japanese. And Grace is like, yep, couldn't have said it better myself there, Asuka. And then he points to the Money in the Bank briefcases. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, you have to know that Bianca's coming for you. And to get her rematch. So instead of Bianca coming out, Io Sky comes out, my 3rd wife, Io, was my 2nd wife is Kairi, don't forget, my Asian triple threat. So Io comes out, starts talking in Japanese and yelling at Asuka and everything. She calls her a piece of shit in Japanese, but if you saw the English translation, which is on YouTube, she called her a piece of shit, and basically Asuka's like, called her a child, and then she's like, Baka! Baka! And they go back and forth. The fans were loving it. I was going nuts. I was marking the fuck out. That was great. Baka and everything. It was just... I told you it was coming. I told you. And we're going to get more of it probably around SummerSlam. I'm telling you, it's coming. We're going to get more. It's going to be epic. So as they're arguing, Bayley, don't give me a hug, comes out, and Michael Cole's like, well, there go the ratings. Come on, Cole. Anyway, she comes out and says, I won Money in the Bank before, and I'll do it again. Shotzi Blackheart, Lacey Evans, and Selena Vega come out, promising to win the belt. So they start arguing. Grayson declares it the best day of his life. And then Asuka, in the midst of this, she slips away and goes up the ramp. And then Bianca Belair comes out. Plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. That's Bianca Belair. She comes out and attacks Asuka from behind, and then referees and agents have to break them up as they're still going at it in the ring. Lacey lays out Selena Vega, and that's pretty much it. So I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we get a look back at Baron Snorbin Corbin attacking Carmelo Hayes this past week on NXT. And we'll see what happens this Tuesday night on the program with Baron Snorbin Corbin and the man who don't miss, Carmelo Hayes. We get that. Then we go to Adam Pearce's office again. We got Cameron Grimes to the moon. He comes in and says, when Corbin comes back from his little vacation in NXT, I want a piece of his ass. Oh boy. Cameron is pissed. So we'll see what happens with that next week on the program. And I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the first qualifying matches of the evening. This time for the women. Selena Vega taking on Lacey Evans. Even though Selena was a little bit hurt, after she got beat up before the match, she willed herself into to continue the match. go back and forth, but in the end, Zelina Vega gets the win, and she's the first participant for the women to qualify. So she gets the win with Code Red on Lacey Evans. Under 3-minute match. Did I say under 3 minutes? And she gets the win. Match wasn't anything to write home about. 2.25 out of 5 stars. And pretty much it for that. Then we see Roman beating Sami Zayn this past February at the Elimination Chamber in Montreal. So kind of like a Montreal Screwjob 2. And we get that. Then we go to the back where Zelina gets congratulated by Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wild, and Raul Mendoza. And then Santos says, I'm going to win my qualifying match next week. And we're going to win. And it's going to be it's going to be great for the LWO. Blah, blah, blah. And then Rey Mysterio, Booyaka pops up and says, yeah, you guys are going to win the briefcases. No, they're not. It's going to be Eli Drake and Io. Unless something changes. But we'll see. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Speaking of Eli Drake, we go to our next Money in the Bank qualifying match. Eli Drake, and that's not an insult. That is a fact of life. Yeah, let me talk to you. So, he takes on Montez Ford of the Street Profits as Angelo Dawkins at ringside. Pretty decent match. Wasn't great. Ford goes for the cash out, the frog splash from the heavens, and missed. And then they trade roll-ups. Elo is near the ropes. I'm like, yeah, he's going to grab the ropes, right? So he grabs the ropes with extra leverage. The referee did not see it. He gets the win, and he qualifies for Money in the Bank, joining Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura. So he is entrant number 3, and I liked it. So now he's got one more to go. He's got to win that match and win Money in the Bank, but I would cash in on Seth Rollins, because do it on Roman, it's going to be a bad idea. Then again, he can face any other champion, like Gunther or Austin Theory. Or he can go to NXT and face Mello, but I mean, we have to see what happens with that. And we move on with that. So Eli gets the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, after that, we got a creepy video. We all thought it was Bray Wyatt, but it was not Bray Wyatt. It was Alba Fire and Easter Dawn, the Witches of Smackdown, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. They speak a bunch of Latin, promise doom. No destruction? No, come on. Come on, ladies. Gotta have destruction and doom. That's always evil. Indeed. But we have that. Alright, so we got that. I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that we see how Roman retained at WrestleMania at 39 against Cody. So that was just a prelude to the big one, the final segment of the night, which lasted like 20 goddamn minutes. Roman comes out for his 1,000 plus day celebration. Triple H comes out, the game. He comes out, compares Roman to Michael Jordan. Then he brings out Roman, who comes out with the wise man Paul Heyman and Solo Solo Sikoa. Triple H then unveils the new WWE Universal title belt, which is basically the same belts that he had, just a big gold belt with the WWE thing on it. Lazy fucking belt design. It's hideous. I don't even like the World Heavyweight title. You know you can check out my reaction to that on my Peter Joseph channel. But the new title for Roman looks like shit. That's how you treat Roman? Give him a shit belt like that? Fucking assholes. But anyway, Roman gets the belt. He poses with it. Gets tons of pyro, more than Cody. And then Triple H puts it around his gorgeous waist. And then Roman's about to have Pennsylvania acknowledge him. But he's like, no. Let's do the entire WWE Universe acknowledge him. And as always, we have to do what he says. Put up your ones and acknowledge the greatest champion of the modern era. And that is Roman fucking Reigns. Acknowledge my tribal chief. Every Friday night and every day. Every day we should celebrate Roman. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so he says that. Then the Usos come out, which basically made Adam Pearce's segment pointless. So the Usos were able to kind of play a mind games. It's like, oh, we didn't get our flight canceled. We're here now. So we go to break. Jimmy stares at Roman, and Roman tells Jay to kick his brother right in the face and says, "Do it right now." Like Jimmy did to me at Night of Champions. He says, "Jay, fix this mess." And Jimmy's like, nah, Roman, you need to be fixed. It's like, I did what I did because I was being a brother. Your ego is going off the wall and everything. And then Jimmy starts talking to Solo, his other brother, and basically says, just come with us. Roman's just gonna use you. He's gonna turn on you, just like he turned on us. So Solo's kind of conflicted of what to do, and then Roman's like, it's like, because of me, I'm who I am, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Solo, what do you think? Where does your loyalty lie? So Solo goes, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief, but these are my brothers. So he goes over and stands next to the Usos, and the fans are going completely berserk, and, Issa's almost having a freaking heart attack. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This is good television. This is great shit. Vince is probably jacking off because he's doing the storyline. He's behind the whole thing. So when Roman loses, then you can blame who. You can blame good old Vince McMahon because he has that guy lined up. We don't know who it is and when it's going to happen. But it's going to happen. Hopefully not for another 2 years or more. But anyway, so Solo joins his brothers, and Roman and Paul, like, what the fuck's going on here? So, Jimmy then said the Isle of Realms is going to be pretty lonely with you on it. And then Roman gets all pissed off about that, shoves Jimmy in the face. Jimmy tries to go back, but Jay's like, hold on. We're not doing this again. He shuts everything down. Shuts down the audio, and then fans like, holy shit! So Jay says, you guys need to stop fighting like this. We're brothers. We need to get on the same page. We need to do what we've been doing for the last 3, almost 4 years now, and that's take over the WWE and do it together, not separately. And then Jimmy's like, you're right, Jay, you're right. We are brothers. Let's do this together with respect, like we've been doing for the last 3+ years. So Roman's kind of thinking about it, and he's acting really great. He's like crying and everything. And Jimmy's like, "Are we still the ones?" And then Jimmy and Roman like look at each other. Roman's crying up a storm almost, and then he hugs Jay. He hugs Jimmy. And I'm like, what? I knew something was gonna happen. Something's gonna happen because this can't end like that, right? And Jay's like, oh, what a relief. So Roman and Jimmy continue to hug, and then Roman gives us the serious faces like, uh-oh, shit's gonna go down. And then Roman's like, no. And then Solo, boom, spikes Jimmy, and then him and Paul Heyman and Roman leave the ring as Jay checks on his brother. And as they leave, they go up the ramp. We see Paul Heyman ask Roman about Jay. He's like, my tribal chief, what about Jay? And then we see Roman say, Jay's gonna do what he always does. Fall in line. He'll fall in line. Or will he? I guess we'll find out next week on Smackdown. But like I said, this storyline, probably the best storyline in wrestling history. Forget everything from the past. All the over 40 years of wrestling that I've been watching since 1979. 44 years of wrestling. There hasn't been anything that can top this storyline. Not even, Hogan and Andre, the Mega Powers brother, all that other shit. The NWO, everything else falls in comparison to this storyline, which keeps adding layer upon layer upon layer. Pretty soon Rikishi's gonna get involved. I don't know about Alpha and Sika. The Rock might get involved. Who knows by next year? We don't know. But I am loving this storyline. Every week, we're on the edge of our seats every week in every pay-per-view. How it ends, like what's going on, what's going to happen now. Is Roman going to lose, or is it, we don't know. But the WWE, I hate, as much as I hate them sometimes, but I have to give Vince McMahon credit because he is behind this storyline. And he's going to be the one to say, pull the plug on this storyline, and he's going to pull the plug on Roman's long as fuck reign as champion. Whenever that ends, we don't know. He's at 1,008 right now and counting. And by Money in the Bank, he'll be number 4 on the list, surpassing Pedro Morales of 1,026 days as champ. And then next on the list is Hogan's 3-year reign at over 1,200 days. 1,250-something days, I think, to be exact. And then after that is Hogan's 5-year reign at 1,400 and change, almost 5 years, 1,400 and change. I think he might surpass that sometime next year after WrestleMania. By the time he hits 4 years as champ, he'll hit Hogan territory. And then he's got 2 more people to beat. That's Bob Backlund at 2,100 and change. And then the big one is Bruno Sammartino, who held it for 8 years at 2,800 days. I don't think Roman's going to get that far. I don't know. I mean, it would be probably the greatest thing in wrestling history for a guy in the modern era of a guy like Roman Reigns holding the belt and breaking the unbreakable record of Bruno Sammartino. But we're at year 3 right now. We got 5 more years of this. It's going to get pathetic at certain points. I know people on this godforsaken garbage festival website, the marks that they are, is like, Roman should lose the belt. This is pathetic. Every week the same thing. Every pay-per-view. Roman wins. Roman wins. Roman wins. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge it. Like, shut the fuck up and enjoy it. Just shut the fuck up and enjoy it. If you don't like it, then you can watch AEW. Or you can watch Impact. Or you can even watch Ring of Honor. You can watch New Japan. You can watch something else. Or don't watch wrestling. Watch something else. Go watch, I don't know, reality TV. I don't give a shit. Watch The Bachelor for all I care. You don't like the storyline? Don't watch the fucking product. Go do something else with your fucking life. Instead of hopping on your fucking computer or your phone and complain. Bitch and moan and bitch and moan and piss and bitch and piss and bitch and acting like a complete fucking mark with your stupid fucking opinions. They don't mean shit. Like, Roman should lose to Jinder Mahal. What? Cody's gonna finish the story. No, he's not. How many times do I have to tell you people, Cody is done, he's washed, it's over. It's done, he's not finishing the story. He'll win the World Heavyweight title, but he will not ever, ever face Roman again. I don't care if it's at WrestleMania 40, it's not happening. Stop it. Stop it. Roman ain't losing. Not this year, not next year. Stop it. Deal with it. That's all I gotta say about that. So this segment was humongously great. I gave it 5 out of 5. Perfect ending to a pretty good show, and I gave this show 7.5 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comment section of the video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channels. Please hit that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one, which will be tomorrow. I'm going to do Smackdown and Rampage separately, and then we should be back to live shows on Monday, regardless of what happens. But we will be back live Monday for Monday Night Raw after Monday Night Raw goes off the air, and we'll be doing that. Be back to our normal schedule again, the same schedule this week and a little bit next week. Next weekend we'll be going back to our normal schedule of me doing videos every other day instead of me doing it every day. Because my work schedule is changing up a little bit. So I'm going to be going back to normal. But like I said, I'm maybe taking a break at the end of the month. We'll see about that. But definitely at the end of July, I will be off for about a week or so. Maybe 2 weeks at most, but we'll see. But I will still do a review for the Great American Bash the day after Great American Bash. We'll do the review. We won't do it live, but I'll be taking about a week or two off at the end of July just to recharge the batteries and focus on the rest of the summer and going into the fall and the winter. And that's all I gotta say about that. But so end of July, definitely I will be taking my two week break to get my head right and everything. But like I said, it could be a little bit earlier. It could be the end of June, but we'll see what happens to that. If I'm here at the end of June, then it didn't happen. But definitely in the end of July, I will not be around for about a week or two. But I will be back. I am not going anywhere. So, cat's being dumb. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving YouTube, even though these idiots want me to leave. Not happening. Not happening. So stay jealous and stay obsessed with me, because that's all you can do, because you can't do anything else with your fucking lives. And I got better things to do than worry about a bunch of immature dumb fucks that are in their 20s, early 30s that don't have a job, or if they have a job, they focus on me instead of their fucking job. And I got better things to do. So that's what I'm gonna start doing as of Tuesday. I've been kind of doing it, but really focusing now on going into next week and going into the rest of this month. Really focusing on my health, my job, and my channels. That's it. I'm not worried about those idiots. And that's all I gotta say about that. So anyway, I gotta get out of here. I'm going to sleep because I have stuff to do tomorrow. But I will be back tomorrow. Not live. I'll be back tomorrow with my Rampage review. And then that's pretty much it. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my Sunday. And that's pretty much it. But like I said, we'll be back live on Monday for Monday Night Raw. And that's it. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, you're SOL. And you know what that means. Ha ha ha. And if you're still not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And until next time, peace.